been taking our children away. They've been putting us in prison. They've been taking our homes, taking our cars, taking our bank accounts, making us felons, losing our jobs, being branded as criminals, you know, broken up families. Our parents won't talk to us because of the lies that they've been fed. Our bosses won't talk to us. You can't even dare tell your coworker that you smoke pot. So what you got all over America, and I know because I'm the HempFest guy, and people come to me and they admit they smoke pot to me. My surgeon admitted that he smoked pot to me. Not while he's doing surgery, of course. Duh. Right? You would not believe the people I smoke pot with. And so you've got people that go home from work, people that would be close friends, they'd be irie down friends, their families would know each other, their kids would be playing together, but they don't dare say anything. They don't dare say, I'm going to go home and smoke a big fat joint because I worked 12-hour shift today, you know, and I pay my rent, and I'm a good American, I pay my taxes. They don't dare say that. So you've got millions of people going home in private. Some people so paranoid that they put a towel against the door still that don't live in Seattle, you know. It's got to stop, and you know what's so cool? It's changing. We're doing it. We really are.
5, 6, 7, 8. Time to tax and regulate. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't be kicking down our door.
Don't be kicking down our door.
5, 6.
When we met here a year ago, George Bush was still president. Not no more. Now we've got a federal government that says it's going to leave it up to the states. Well, you know what? That's a fine conservative issue, and I support that 100%. Let's leave it up to the states. And what will happen? With some states you go, well, really? Well, we're not going to have that in our state. And they're going to draft these draconian laws. They're going to allow no marijuana, no medical marijuana in our state. And then they're going to be watching the other states really closely. Gee, what's their crime rate? Gee, wow, what kind of tax revenue are they bringing in? And when they see that the sky hasn't fallen, you know, we got Seattle, we got a 40-year crime low in Seattle. Gee, Seattle, pot-friendly city, oh my God, what does that say? That says pot's not a threat to society. You can fool some of the people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And this is the United States of America. All we want is equality. All we want is freedom. All we want is justice. So we will not be stopped. It's only a matter of time. Check it out.
Patient Co-op. Before there was a law, we were helping patients. And we need the patients and the people who use marijuana to step up to the plate. We are getting too old to have to be standing up there fighting all the battles by ourselves. We need all of you to come out and to be active, because now is the time. If not now, when? This is the chance we have to do something to make our medicine legal, to make our relaxation use legal, to make our spiritual use legal. Everybody that comes home from work and has a couple of Advil or a couple of Tylenol or something like that, when they would rather be smoking a plant that's not nearly as
5, 6, 7, 8.
Legalize it, don't be late.
Legalize it, don't be late.
What I want to talk to you all about is what's going on with the medical use of cannabis, of marijuana, because this was a law that was passed by we the people. This is not something that came down from the Food and Drug Administration or from some doctors' panels. It came from the power of the people to say, this is how we take care of people who are sick in our society. So here's what's going on, okay? After we passed this law 10 years ago, 11 years ago, we've now got 13 states in total who actually have working medical marijuana laws in this country. That represents 45% of the population of the United States lives in a medical marijuana state now, okay? It's getting pretty up there. And last week, on Wednesday of last week, 3 different state legislatures all voted to support medical marijuana on the same day. That was Minnesota, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. They all are move forward on that issue. So this is something that's pretty mainstream. All right. So, and I just wanted to tell you, I've been working with the American Medical Association, and the American Medical Association's section of medical students back in June all voted to say we've got to fix the federal classification of marijuana so that doctors can actually prescribe the drug, and so we can actually get it at pharmacies and fix the problem with access and delivery, which is a big problem for patients. So it's moving along. We're getting there. We're getting closer. They're going to have a report out by the end of the year. But that is how I think that's how we're going to fix the issue of the medical use of marijuana that's prescribed by a doctor for conditions that we know that work. And we just founded a society called the American Academy of Cannabinoid Medicine, where we're going to help doctors, teach them about what is the science behind the use of cannabis medicines, because this is an amazing system, and it has the potential to help so many different illnesses that we suffer from, chronic diseases like Alzheimer's, like cancer, like multiple sclerosis.
1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! We don't need your drug war! We don't need your drug war!
But the next step for you to do is enter into the political public square and talk about that. Because that's how our policies change. People who go from that step of awareness to actual expression, okay? So I want you guys to call Senator Cantwell's office, tell her to support the bill in Congress, federal Congress, by Jim Webb, National Criminal Justice Reform Act. They're actually going to talk about federal change of these laws. He says we're tired of locking up so many people and creating so much fear around this thing. We have champions in Congress now, but we have to stand with them. We can't be relegated to our underground and be quiet. We have to get out there. If we want to see policy change, we have to engage in the policy process. All right? So let's do it. Let's get these things passed. We're at a tipping point, and I look forward to a full liberation of the cannabis plant. Thank you all.
6, 7, 8! 5, 6, 7, 8! Marijuana liberate! 1, 2.
Yes, it really bothers me that my brown-skinned friends are 12 times as likely to be arrested and prosecuted for marijuana possession in the city of Seattle as I am.
That's true.
And yes, my friends, whether you wear a button-down shirt or tie-dye, high heels or patchouli, I'm still going to reach out my hand across the table to you, because it's going to take all of us to end marijuana prohibition. It's going to take our parents, our children, our sisters, our cousins, our next-door neighbors to join together to end the war on drugs. So, at the risk of being redundant, say it all with me. Yes, we can. Thank you for being here today.
1, 2, 3, 4! Don't be kicking down our door! Don't be kicking down our door!
But yeah, Cannabis Defense Coalition, we've been around, actually people have been bearing witness for medical marijuana patients in the courthouse for a few years now. We decided to organize because we could be more effective if we could get people together on an email alert list. Occasionally we'll have 1 or 2 people show up in the courtroom, but occasionally we will be able to pack the courtroom, and it sways the opinion of the prosecutors, the judge, and the jury. One of the scariest things that could possibly happen to you is you get arrested and you have medical marijuana on you. You're wondering, this is legal. What's going on? Why am I being persecuted? Why am I being prosecuted for something that is legal? You go into court. All you have to do is come to the courthouse, sit in the courtroom silently with your cell phones turned off, and just watch, listen. All you have to do. It's kind of the grandmother effect. If you were having a dispute or a conversation with somebody and grandma was watching you, wouldn't you behave differently? Right. It's bearing witness. It's being legal observers.